morning. Should I show my vast knowledge of Asian languages and say, yes. Konnichiwa. Okay, my name's Dave Stout. I'm the division dean here at Sylvania for English and World Languages, and it is my absolute delight to be able to get this ceremony rolling. And just to kind of preview where we're headed, would the soon-to-be recipients of the Asian Studies Focus Award please stand? Thank you. And go ahead and be seated. And then we have two wild cards, almost first ever wild cards to introduce. I'm going to save those till later, but you know who you are. International studies, global studies. Okay, enough said. It's my pleasure at this point to introduce someone who has been a steadfast supporter and even inspiration for the work of the faculty and students in Asian Studies, our Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Christine Cherso.
He's a little tall. Good morning. I know I'm standing between you and lunch, so I will make it brief. I've had a little time this morning to reflect upon the work of the Asian Studies Program and the Asian Focus Award. And in 2005, Sylvia Gray attended the East-West Center at the University of Hawaii and came back with a great idea. And in 2006, we began building what is today now the Asian Studies Program and the Asian Focus Award. And we became a regional center for the East-West Center at the University of Hawaii. And some of you may not know this, but President Obama's mother had affiliations with that center. So it's been a wonderful partnership and 10 years of work on behalf of the faculty staff to make this day available to you. And it's been a wonderful journey, and it's been wonderful to see it blossom. And you know, the ulterior motive to these types of programs is to make sure that we create a welcoming environment for those who come to PCC from all over the world. We want them to feel welcome at PCC, and we want to make sure our students are really astute global citizens. So congratulations to everyone who's receiving the award. Congratulations to the faculty who have worked so hard over these last 10 years, not only for this program, but for internationalizing the curriculum. You've done wonderful work, and I'm very proud of you, and this is one of the best events of the spring for me. So thank you so much. Best of luck to our students. You'll do great things, and oh, the places you'll go. Thank you.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce our interim president, Dr. Sylvia Kelly, and she's going to introduce some folks too after she makes some remarks.
Thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, I'm not sure which it is, but I just would like to congratulate all of you for the work and dedication that you have put into this study program. One of the things that was fascinating to me was I was reading the Focus Award criteria, and there are some words in here that are so critical for the culture that we create at PCC for our students who are here. Very, very impressive, because those of you that have been involved in this program are the folks that are going to help accomplish what I'm reading here, a richer understanding and appreciation of the cultures, which is deeply needed, not just in Portland today, but across the country. It looks like there are some words in here that are just meaningful for me personally, talking about encouraging broader reflections, shaping everything from worldviews to daily life, and I think those are very important things. And I want to thank you and congratulate you. I also would like to recognize Sylvia Gray, if you would stand, for all of the work that you've put into this. Very much appreciated. Dr. Gray, I know your heart and soul is in this as well. So thank you so very, very much for the good work that you have done. I know that she loves her students as well. So at this time, I'd also like to introduce a couple of our directors from the PCC board who are also honored to be here. If you would stand up, Jim Harper, and do the parade wave. Jim Harper. And Dr. Michael Sonnleitner as well. It was a really nice parade wave, Michael, thank you. So thank you, congratulations to you all, and also again to Dr. Chris Chaircell. I don't know if she's hiding behind the column. There you are, for your work in support of this program, Dr. Chaircell, thank you. Thank you, and I think I turn it back over to you.
Okay, now to transition us to some even more fun portions of the program, it's my pleasure to introduce the Division Dean for Social Sciences at PCC Sylvania, Dr. Sarah Tillery.
Thank you. It's really a pleasure to be here. I was, just by way of an anecdote, I was an exchange student to Japan when I was in high school, and it's one of my more memorable and highlighting experiences for my life. So I feel pretty connected to this award. So thank you for being here, and congratulations to the winners. I have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing some of the performers for this afternoon. And our first performer, Salma Mala, is a sophomore at PCC and is also from Bangladesh. She's going to perform two traditional Bangla dances. The first is called, and please pardon my pronunciation, I may get this a little off. Fagunero Mohane is a folk song about spring. The song tells us not to spend our time indoors, but perhaps we should go out and enjoy the nature, especially on a day like today, and to appreciate the beauty of spring and spring colors. The second song is about being strong, not letting our fears stop us from pursuing our dreams. We can do anything we wish to, can achieve everything from going to the moon, touching the sky, and feeling the power of the sun. This song uses metaphors and tells us to see the world from a new angle and how to be strong and to make the world a better place than the one we found it. I want to just put our hands together for Salma and invite her up. awesome. The next group of dancers are students from Japan studying here at PCC. Their names are Koji Hasagawa, Akiko Akama, Miki Izumi, Jun Agawa, Masaya Sasao, and Asako Takahashi. They will be performing a dance called Soran Bushi, and it's a traditional sea shanty. This Japanese folk song originated in the northern island of Hokkaido, and it represents herring fishing. Imagine the long fishing nets, which can be 20 to 200 meters or 20 to 200 yards, and people working together. Please welcome these wonderful group of students.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Asako. We are doing a Japanese traditional folk song performance today. First, I would like to do the introduction of dance members today. First, Koji. And Jun. Masaya. And Miki. And Aki. So the performance that we're going to be doing today is one of the most popular traditional folk songs in Japan. Everybody here, we practiced it when we were in elementary school. I actually did it twice. Everybody performed at the once a year. At the festival. Yes. So this performance requires a lot of energy. We've been practicing a lot, but still we need a little bit of help from everybody else. So, Masaya, do you want to do it?
When we say dokusho, you say dokusho. Right. Okay. Dokusho.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
海道の安中節よ野菜やさあのどっこいしょあどっこいしょどっこいしょあそらんそらんあどっこいしょどっこいしょあそらんそらんあどっこいしょどっこいしょあそらんそらんあどっこいしょどっこいしょあそらんそらん
Thank you again. That was wonderful. I think we're taking a short break to do. Oh, no, Dave's giving me the no. The schedule's been changed. I am going to, we're going to roll with it. So I'm going to introduce our last performer. His name is Kiem Nguyen, and he's a Vietnamese student studying at PCC. He'll perform the popular Vietnamese, three popular Vietnamese songs. The first, Say You Do by Tien Tien, is a contemporary Vietnamese pop song about a girl trying to ask a guy to date her. The second song is a classic popular song about how a guy misses a girl in Vietnam while he is abroad. And the final song is about missing your significant other because they have been apart for so long. And I'm gonna welcome Dave back to the podium.
By popular demand, we are going to give the awards, then eat, and then end with the Vietnamese music. Everybody happy? Happy enough? Okay. Okay. So, we are going to start with the Asian Studies Focus Awards, and Jeff Dakin, one of our wonderful faculty members in history, is going to help me pass out the awards, but also these great cords that students who've completed the award can wear over their cap and gown at graduation. Very classy. Okay? Good. And many of these students were kind enough to fill out kind of a brief survey about how they fell into this group of scholars and what they might be doing with the Asian Studies Focus Award. And so I'm going to talk with them a little bit about that. Is Juan Baptiste here? We think we know who's here. Juan, please come forward. Congratulations. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you got interested in Asian studies?
Sure. I got into Asian studies when I was in high school. I started learning Chinese in 10th grade, and then I started doing certificates and focus awards and competitions in Chinese language. I started helping even some of my Asian friends who were from China or that were Chinese that didn't even speak Chinese. So it was weird because I was tutoring them in Chinese, so it was interesting to just have that confidence just to step into another culture and to take the time and just to learn about someone else's culture and just to study Asian culture. It was really interesting. So.
If you had to pick out one thing from the courses that you've taken here, a moment or a course or a work of art or whatever, what would it be? What comes to mind?
I think world religions was the one that stood out to me overall. It just helped me understand everyone's religion and just to show respect and understanding of everyone's religion and just to take a moment just to get into their shoes and just to understand their daily life, things that they do that we don't take notice of. It was just interesting just to take a moment just to see what they do in their life and just to not think about yourself so much and just to take a moment to think about them. So that was really interesting to me.
And would you say a word about what the next steps are that you have planned?
So far, the next step is a TESOL program in South Korea. I'll be leaving to South Korea in July for about a month and a half. So I'll be in South Korea doing a studies abroad program. So.
Okay, and here's your cord. Thanks a lot. Is Vanessa Barnes here? Yay. Vanessa, congratulations. Doesn't matter. It's up to you. Okay. And I have some prompts from what you wrote. You talked about having been interested in language since you were tiny, and then launching something in Japan. Do you want to say a word about that?
Launching something like the pilot program? Yeah. So I was interested in language when I was probably 13 or 14. Okay. Okay. And first I started learning Turkish, French, and German. And then I finally got into Japanese when I was at my old community college. And I finished my 2 years of Japanese at that old school. And they had a pilot exchange program to go to Japan. So while I did the language program, I went into the pilot exchange program to go to Japan for 4 months. And that was the first time that I ever went out of the country before. So it was kind of a life-changing experience for me. And I guess to say what was stuck out to me about another culture was once I started learning the language, I actually realized it was easier to understand the culture. And I don't feel like a lot of people say that you can't fully understand another culture until you start learning the language, because culture and language goes really close. It goes hand in hand. So that was one thing that really struck out to me. And I forgot what the other thing was.
Well, and then another thing that I thought was very interesting, you list as one of your plans next something that I haven't heard before at the Asian Studies Focus Awards ceremony.
Yeah, so my plan is actually, I got accepted into the OSU zoology program, and I'm considering doing a minor in Japanese, but my ultimate goal is to do research abroad. So I plan on learning possibly more languages after, and continuing Japanese, but I would like to learn a couple more languages and maybe Korean, but that's my future plan, is to do research abroad and focusing on genetics and pathology. And while I travel abroad, my dream is to learn about the ecology of the other countries. So, thank you.
Okay, well, congratulations. Here's your cord. Thanks. We weren't sure if Carl Brown was coming. Is Carl Brown here? I'll take that as a no. How about Mariam Kamal Abu Darwish? Please come forward. This is a busy young person at PCC. Personally, I see her everywhere. There you are. Congratulations. Yeah. And I highlighted a couple of things. You said one of the very first things that got you started thinking about Asia was your own heritage.
Yeah. So originally, I've been growing up with a little of Asian culture, because originally I'm half Filipino. But then when I came here to PCC, I've been hanging out basically every day with Asian people, and there's one of the girl that I met. She was Japanese, and we ended up becoming close friends. And we made like future plans together, and one of them was me going to Japan to meet her mom. Sadly, her mom didn't speak really good English, so the only way to communicate with her is if I learned Japanese. So I started learning Japanese, and then after like one class, I started getting interested in the Japanese culture and learning the language itself. So I guess that's where I started. And it was pretty fun and easy, so it got me interested.
Fun and easy. That wasn't my experience in Japanese class, but then I didn't have our wonderful Japanese instructors here. So, Chinese people, yeah, you said that one of the things that kind of motivated your studies have been the people, right? And then your plans for the future include?
I guess I'm just gonna like learn more of the Japanese and other languages, because that's basically my hobby a little bit. And yeah, continue with learning it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations. I'll see you around. Wait. I'm going to say this probably wrong, but is June Del Rio here? Did I say it wrong? Oh, okay. I hope the faculty here will remember that phrase. Yeah, you got it. I don't hear that often. Okay, June, this is about you, not me. Congratulations. And here's your certificate. No, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. It's Kendra here. This is an award, not a certificate. Let's see. So, how did you get interested originally?
That's a hard question, but it's kind of stupid, but I really like sushi, and I used to eat at this one sushi restaurant called Sushi Town, like every day, and I was gonna work there, but I didn't for some reason, and I just got interested in Japanese culture through that, and in my sophomore year at Westview High School, I realized there was a Japanese class, so I took that for like 3 years, and I just got interested in the Asian culture through that way, so it was fun, it was good.
Okay. And is there one moment or one thing that stands out to you from the courses that you've taken to complete the Focus Award?
I remember getting a pen pal once, and that was my first time talking to like a Japanese person from Japan, and I didn't realize it right away, but I was really able to communicate with them smoothly. Like, obviously, you're learning Japanese, you're gonna have like an awkward conversation. It's gonna be really like slow and stuff, but I really surprised myself because I knew so much, and I realized like I've already built that bridge towards a different culture without even like thinking about it so much. So that was really the moment when I realized, yeah.
That's awesome. And what's next for you?
I want to become an ALT in Japan, pursue the TEFL or something, I don't know, but that's my plan, and I don't know what lies beyond that, but I think I'll figure that out in time. So yeah.
And the ALT is?
Assistant language teacher, maybe something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Okay. Well, congratulations again. Here's your cord. Okay, is Ian Gore here? Yes, there's. Congratulations. Okay, now I found Ian's answers to these questions really, really interesting, but not unique in that there are several other males with similar answers. But anyway, rather than me predicting, you said that you were first connected with Japanese culture by
Video games and anime.
video games and anime. He said Japanese media, specifically manga, anime, and video games. When you got here, and there wasn't quite as much of that in the classes, what connected for you in our classes, in other words? Sorry.
The history classes were really fun, and the language classes were a fun challenge.
Great. Okay, and what's next for you?
I'm going to complete my bachelor's in computer science and study abroad in Japan for a year or two.
Great. Well, we wish you the best with that plan. It sounds like a good one. And here's your report. Okay. Is Olivia Keller here? Yes. Hi. Congratulations. And again, Olivia, I guess each one of these students was interesting, and Olivia's is also a more unusual path. Maybe, see what you think. So tell us how you got onto this path.
So I got onto this path studying Chinese and Asian cultures. I am a massage therapist, so I went to a Swedish massage institute, but they require that you take meridian therapy courses and shiatsu, which is Japanese style massage. And with that, you have to learn a lot about the Chinese medicine system, which is shared, a lot of that system is shared in the Japanese medicine. And so I thought my teacher was crazy at first because she's making us study all these meridians and acupressure points, and the whole system just didn't make sense to me. It seemed really abstract. And then one day, it just all clicked. It was like I could see through the matrix, and it was this beautiful medicine system. And so since then, I've been taking more meridian therapy courses, and I'm right now taking a Chinese language class, so it's been fun, yeah.
So how did the courses for the Focus Award augment what you were already doing?
I think doing massage and my future career plans, it helps understanding other cultures, knowing the language helps understand and bridge any gaps in communications as a body worker, just because it helps you understand somebody's psychology, where they're coming from, and also I think just helps people be more comfortable around you. As a body worker, it's really personal work, so I think it helps with that in subtle ways.
All right, well, we're glad you'll be bringing more healing into the world, and that the study of Asian cultures and languages will help you along that way. So congratulations, and thanks for coming. Don't forget your cord. Okay, we're doing well. I'm gonna say Karen, or is it Karen?
It's Corinne.
I was both wrong. Okay, Corinne. Corinne McLeod. Congratulations. Yeah. And what can you tell us about how you got started in all of this?
Well, back in about 2003, when I first really got into the internet, I started finding that a lot of those things mentioned before, animated video games you could find, that were related to things I already really loved from Japan, you couldn't find actually translated. So while I was originally only at the mercy of people who had already gone through and translated these things, it became a very early interest that if I could just do that myself, that would be a whole lot easier. And then the more that I learned about Japanese, and the more that as a writer I learned that you really can't just directly translate Japanese. It doesn't just go from A to B and then you have the exact same thing out. I started realizing that going through the process of translating, you really had to bring a lot of yourself into it, and that if anyone was going to do it, someone that was good at writing would probably be a little bit better at it.
Okay. What's next for you? You've got an interesting collection of skills and abilities. What's next?
Well, after I finish my 2 years at PCC, I'm going to be going on to PSU and continuing on in Japanese, and from there, I'm hoping to get into some translation work. Not sure exactly where I'm going from there, but I'm looking forward to continuing to learn as much as I can about Asian culture and becoming as fluent as I can in, I'm kind of hoping to get a second language in there eventually, but one thing at a time.
All right. Thank you very much, and congratulations. And don't forget your cord. I'm gonna just pick Ovania. Oh, Vanya, I'm sorry. Is it?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's right, but I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. It's not the, okay. I can blame Mom. I do it all the time, except on Mother's Day. Okay. Congratulations. And how did you get started on this path?
Back in 2003, there was a video game that came out called Kingdom Hearts, and the theme song was simple and clean. It was sung by Utada Hikaru, and I thought her voice was really amazing, and so I went on to research her songs, and most of her music back then was in Japanese, so I couldn't, understand anything, but I'd still sing along to it. So I thought, I should actually learn what she's singing about, and that's how I got into it.
Okay. And in your time here, in addition to learning song lyrics and other types of language, what else stood out for you in the courses you took for the Focus Award?
Actually, Mr. Dakin's class, History of Japan and Korea, I learned some things about the two cultures, how they interacted that I hadn't known before because of my prior experience with Japan and Korea had been pretty superficial. And in this class, we got really in-depth and learned about, again, the interaction between the two cultures that I hadn't learned before, and I just loved it.
Awesome. And what's next for you?
I'm also hoping to finish my bachelor's degree in computer science and then go abroad and work for a Japanese tech company or a gaming company, because the industry is huge over there, so, yeah.
And your singing career? Stuck in the shower, right? Yeah, okay. Well, congratulations, and thank you for your good work. Is Jarek Schoonover here? Now. There's a system behind this chaos. Is Jarek or Jarek not here? Guess not. Okay. How about Teresa Barta? Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. Okay, one more time. Some of you are apparently here. Is Michael Blocher here? There he is. Please tell us how you got started.
I've been interested in Asia since I was a little kid, and there's been a lot of things that have been a very strong impact on my life. When I was 19, I started taking martial arts, and that gave me a certain amount of discipline and format to my life that my life really needed at that point. And then that branched off into my study and practice of Tibetan Buddhism, which is one of the main things I focus on outside of school. Yeah.
And how did the courses you were able to take for the Focus Award fit into your larger worldview?
I was just happy to be further educated on Asian culture because I didn't know, you grow up and you learn about Rome, you learn about Greece, Mesopotamia, all that, and I didn't know anything about like I knew that, China had dynasties, but what dynasties? I knew there was something going on in Japan with emperors, but what? And then I didn't even really know much about Korea at the time, so this has been just something to help just kind of make me more well-rounded.
And what can you tell us about your next steps?
I'm looking at going into PSU for social work, and then I'm also hoping to study abroad and possibly teach English overseas for a little while. Yeah, that's about it for right now.
That's a great plan. So, congratulations. Oh, we got a bird. That's a sign of something, don't you think? Okay, now it's possible there are some people here whose names I have not yet called. Is Nathan Nelson here? Is that who Sylvia was telling me I should call? Nathan. Congratulations. So what can you tell us about how you got here?
Well, I I first got interested in Asian culture with a little show called Dragon Ball Z. And I was about 5 or 6 when the show came out in the States, and the art style really grabbed my attention. And that got me interested in learning more about Asian studies and Asian culture in general. And so, yeah, Dragon Ball Z got my attention.
And what got your attention, just one example of what got your attention in the courses that you've taken here at PCC?
Well, prior to coming to PCC, I had studied a lot on my own over the internet, but also in my global studies classes. And one thing that really stood out was taking my history classes with Sylvia. She resonated a lot with a lot of the content that I had learned in my global studies class, and I thought that it was very interesting that I could find that same dynamic coming from a high school class to a college class, and that this open learning environment was shared across.
Okay, and what's next for you?
I'm going to be transferring to PSU after I finish my associates, and I will be finishing up my bachelor's in theater arts with a minor in Japanese language.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Okay, now, before I circle back around, there are 2 surprise candidates here. Not that surprised, but they're not surprised. They've been working hard for a while. Let's start with Teresa Bartow, who isn't able to make it today. How about Asako Takahashi? Oh, we recognize you. Where's your red jacket?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Congratulations. Okay, so tell me what you noticed about PCC's Japanese Studies program.
Japanese studies program. Well,
No, I mean Asian Studies program.
Good. Yeah, global studies.
Oh, man, that's a bad day. I'm sorry. Yes, you took the Global Studies. You're one of the first students to complete the Global Studies Focus Award. Let's hear it.
Thank you. I was really glad that that PCC started offering this Global Studies Focus Award, because I actually haven't seen that many people measuring it. My major is international studies, but I haven't seen so many students going for that direction. So I was really glad that I first found out about Global Study Focus Award. And then I found it really interesting, and it's been really fascinating for me, and a new experience for me too. Does that answer questions?
Yes, that's great. And there's a new course, a relatively new course. It's only been taught starting this year. And I'm going to put you on the spot and say, who did you have for the International 201 course?
Oh, okay.
And what did you learn?
I'm actually taking it right now, this term. I'm taking it at Cascade with Professor, with Professor Harrison. He's really knowledgeable. He's been really open-minded, and I think there's I'm international student from Japan, but there's another international student in my class. But he's really good at pointing out, and he would ask a question about my culture, and then let me give me opportunity to share my culture and then my experience at PCC, as well as letting me learn about life here in the United States, if that makes sense. So.
Okay, and what's your longer term plan, please?
From next term, I'm going to be at PSU, and like I said, I'm going to be studying international studies. But I'm interested in doing a studying abroad program, or hopefully student here, or Japanese students in Japan, and sending them to other countries. Yeah.
Great. Okay, well, congratulations on being a pioneer. And you notice that the Global Studies Focus Award cord has different colors. Okay. I don't want to call people's names out again, but is there anyone here who missed when I called your name out before? And is there anyone here who is getting a Focus Award but we haven't connected yet? Okay, that's good. Did you want to do a group photo? With the Focus Award. Okay, would the Focus Award recipients please come forward? And would the rest of you please go to the side and eat? And if you quickly go back to your seats, then we have more wonderful performances for you.
So welcome back. Hopefully everyone's enjoying their meal. I am going to reintroduce our last performer. So this is Kiem Nguyen, and he's a Vietnamese student studying here at PCC. And he's again going to perform 3 songs for you. We've redone the order a little bit. So the first song, Em Toi, is a classic pop song about a man missing a woman in Vietnam while he is abroad. And then he's going to perform Say You Do, by Tien Tien, and that's a contemporary Vietnamese pop song about a woman trying to ask a man for a date. And then finally, he's going to do a song about missing your significant other because they've been apart for so long. So please put your hands together if you don't have food in them for Kiem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful. Right? Okay. Two things we have to do before we wrap this up. The first, Takako, if you're thinking of leaving, don't. The first is to give you the results of the raffle, correct? She's hiding behind that column there. Here we go.
I think we're having the recipients to draw the raffle tickets.
Oh, yeah. One of you like to draw a ticket? Either one? Okay. Drum roll, please.
Molly Robertson.
Is Molly Robinson here? She left. Yeah, I'll take it for her. We should let somebody else do it next week.
Aaron McClams? No, McClan?
McLean?
McClain?
You want to read the number? Turn it over.
745377.
Right.
A couple of things. I'm sorry, do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, hi, my name is Hui Wen. I'm the part-time instructor, Chinese instructor here. Nice meeting you.
we also want to recognize much hard work done by Kathleen Doss. She's the communication instructor at Cascade. She, of course, couldn't stay because she's teaching. So, wanted to mention that.
And then before we draw a line under this once more, would all of the faculty left here today please come forward, faculty who teach in the Asian Studies and Global Studies programs. Tom Huminski's one, Sylvia Gray. Come on, come on. Is Donna still here, or did Donna have to leave? Jeffrey Dakin, Martha Bailey, Donna Young. Okay, thank you all for your good work. There's Donna. Donna Young teaches Japanese here. Okay, thank you very much. Congratulations. Go forth and study. Oh, you have more prizes. Oh my gosh.
Okay, so sorry to grab the mic. So this is a compliment to Sushihana restaurant owner Justin. He has generously donated $90 worth of gift certificates. So we have several more to go. Okay.
Charlotte. 745379.
Sure you will.
She wants to get a picture of us. You already got your picture, Jacob.
Okay, squeeze in, everybody. Dr. Ko, you have to stand in front, not behind. You're not the tallest one. Okay, next prize. Who wants to draw it? Would you like to draw it? Vanya?
Carrie Papaki.
Carrie was just here. He's right. Oh, he's right there outside. Yeah, well, thank you. Pass it down. Okay, next number. Who wants to draw the next number? You want to do it? Come on up. You're going to draw the next one, okay?
Michelle Wilson.
Do we know Michelle Wilson?
368. 745368.
Let's pull another one.
Andrew Lee.
Yay! Okay, and now we're going to draw another one. This is the, oh, we got two more. Who's on deck? Would you like to draw one? Okay, you get the final one then. That sounds right.
Trevor Lee.
Okay, one more. Come on.
Megumi Matsui. And the number is 745345. 745345.
Okay, next.
Tristan Pearson.
I think we can all agree this lovely ceremony is done. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for doing such good work. See you next year if you're not already at your next stop.